Buenos dias, Gunnerz Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye. And in Menudo style in direct fashion, we're going to get straight to the content of the day. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that the gun is kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel. It's all because of you. We're going to continue to go up, man. Even if I'm not here, I got plans to keep this motherfucker going even when I'm not here. Facts, right? So the shit would never stop, man. Gun will always be here even in spirit. But yesterday was almost a tragedy. It was almost over, right? And I know there's motherfuckers like, get him. Drink a pound of sugar, right? Nah, it ain't gonna happen like that. That's too easy, man. But it was almost easy peasy. It was almost a wrap. It was almost guard, man down. And there was no one to turn to. Who can I run to? Like a fucking, like a escape song, right? So what had happened was a few days ago, I ain't even gonna lie, probably about a week ago, I've been feeling bad, man. I've been slacking in what I'm supposed to be doing health-wise, right? And I did the spill a while back, letting everyone know, man, that I had diabetes and that, it was ugly. It was ugly, man. I had to bounce back and I was doing good, man. I was working out every day, drinking a lot of water, eating right, doing what I was supposed to do. And then when you say, just like anyone else, man, I'm normal, just like anybody, right? You start to become complacent, you start to get comfortable. And little by little, I started to eat wrong again, man, because I love food. I think we all do, man. You know, them tacos at the taco truck be hitting differently, right? Especially when you know you're not supposed to have them. It's like, fucking, I'm against the grain. I'm a rebel, homie, right? So one taco turned into 3 tacos, turned into 4. So, orale, 3 tacos, right? Turned into 4 tacos, 5 tacos. Next thing you know, I'm eating at McDonald's. I'm just not taking care of myself. Knowing that health is wealth, I'm just not doing it, right? And so I'm starting to drink a little bit here and there, which that's not too bad, man. You could have a beer. You could, that's fine. But I was overindulging. Going out with the homegirls, going out with the homeboys to the clubs, drinking a lot, just not taking care of myself like I should. Knowing that I have responsibilities, taking care of those, my children's, my family, all that, but not taking care of me, which should come first, because if there's no you, then there's no taking care of nothing, right? So about 3-4 days ago, I started to feel it. It started to hit me again. It just hits you. And I know, like, man, I haven't been up on what I'm supposed to be up on, man. I've been slacking on my working out. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm starting to lose a little bit of weight. Shit's getting bad, right? Gets tricky fast when you're fighting diabetes. And then what that does is it's a gateway. It opens up the door to get sick on every front, because now weather's changing. It's getting colder. I can't seem to stay warm. All the bullshit shenanigans, right? So, the day before yesterday, I started to feel sick. I woke up and I had like a sore throat, and I was thinking to myself, damn, I must have slept on the side with the wind blowing at me, right? Where it's cold, normal thinking. I'm not thinking, oh man, it's that bad. And then all throughout the day, my throat was sore. I was like, fuck, it's pretty bad, right? And it started to get worse before it got better. And still, I'm toughing it out. I'm doing my videos. I'm doing what I had to do, but I wasn't feeling right. And people were noticing in my videos, like, damn, Gunner, are you sick? Do you feel good? People watch me pretty close, right? And, I'm putting on the front like, no, I'm good. It's good. I'm not feeling great. It's a little hangover, right? But it was more than that. And so yesterday I woke up, and what woke me up was I almost drowned in my own saliva. I couldn't breathe, right? So my throat had closed up all the way to the point where I couldn't swallow at all, right? And I know people have been through where, no, this was a whole different level. So much that they had to give me a shot in my throat and all that at the hospital. Anyways, so I woke up and I was gasping. I couldn't breathe. I was trying to, just the regular saliva in your mouth, I was trying to swallow, like, what the fuck? I'm stumbling around my pad like, oh shit, right? I ain't gonna call 911 because we can't do that. We can't do that. Can't snitch, right? Oh my God. Hey, I'm telling on my mouth, I can't breathe, right? Now you can't do that. But I'm still tripping like, damn, what do I do? So I jumped up. I'm trying to breathe through my nose, went outside, opened the door so you get that fresh air. Struggle was real, but I bounced back. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me see what I could do. Wash my face. Tried to drink water. Almost drowned. Had to spit it out. Went through the whole motion again. Because like a dumbass, I didn't realize that if you can't fucking swallow your own saliva, you can't swallow water, dummy, right? And I'm thinking, okay, this is my mind frame. Maybe if I do a few push-ups, everything will go away. See, I'm on that prison mentality. I'm playing prison still, right? If I do some push-ups, maybe that's going to open up all my air passage. No, all that did was make my heart rate go up and I still couldn't breathe, right? Now it's worse because now my heart's beating fast. I go into panic mode, right? So I'm like, man, I gotta do something. So I call my boy Dubs, right? Because I could breathe enough through my nose and my mouth start, I gotta calm down, call him like, hey bro, I'm sick. I can barely talk. Fuck my voice up. He's like, man, maybe you should go to the hospital, do something. He's telling me drink honey with tea and stuff, helps your throat. And he's trying to help, stall me, but you gotta realize I couldn't drink shit. I couldn't even fucking barely breathe to talk. So I went to the hospital. I ended up pulling up to the emergency like I gotta go, right? And I'm sitting there, I can't breathe. I can't barely talk to get out what the fuck's going on. So they take me in the back and they do all the little, the zuzus and wham-whams, checking my blood and everything. And come to find out, I had tonsillitis, right? So I sat there and I was very fatigued, very tired, man. Hey, never once have I been to the hospital where I just couldn't stay up. I was just tired as fuck, right? So I'm passed out like this the whole time. The nurse is doing their thing. Then the doctor comes back and he ends up giving me a shot in my throat. I had to get a shot, all this medication, and it helped. It helped enough where it's opened up the air passage and I'm good, right? And so last night I do it live. And I want to apologize a little bit, right? Because I was in a more of a frustrated mood. But, I'm going to tough it out. I'm going to still rock with the homie. We're going to do lives, do our thing, right? But, motherfuckers are playing. And then that's part of the game. People are going to play. Oh, you shouldn't be doing this with tortas. You shouldn't be doing that. Man, you should be fucking minding your own business, first of all. And second of all, every time a motherfucker just can't get sick, bro, it's got to be some weird diseases or some type of shit. People get sick. It's part of life. We're getting older, man. Every year it gets cold and every year our bones get old, right? It is what it is, man. I'm not doing nothing extra special than the next man ain't doing, right? Or maybe I am, and that's why they want to be like me. I don't know, but at the same time, man, I just want to say to the people that are out there that were just joking and just having a good time, hey, excuse if I got upset, right? And to the other people, man, that play just to play, man, fuck you, straight up. How about that one, right? So I wanted to say in this one that, health is wealth. But yeah, I almost came to my demise. I was probably closer to death yesterday than when I got shot. Let's just put it like that. When I got in there to the hospital, they were like, man, your shit's so constricted. It's like a very narrow passageway. And what happens is that leads to a panic attack where you can't breathe, right? You can't breathe and your body will start to shut down because your body's fighting to breathe. You need air, and oxygen. But the cool part is you can breathe, but your mind's going into panic mode like, you can't. You're like, what the fuck's going on? So something as simple as not taking care of yourself. Now, maybe this is not what led up to that. I'm thinking it is though, right? But maybe it just happened. It is what it is. But at the same time, like I said, I felt this coming on because I'm not taking care of myself, right? And my first thought was not to run to YouTube. My first thought was my family, And that leads me into what I want to say right here. I see a clown, and I call him a clown. I'm not going to say his name. I didn't want to disrespect him because of what he was going through, but fuck him. The time is now, right? A clown. A dropout out of the fucking back of a cop car clown, right? Couldn't even make it because of his fucking circumstances and his charges into the county active, right? A clown who now all of a sudden, after all this time, wants to try to be active if he don't stop it, right? But I see this guy talking shit constantly. Been doing it for about a year now. Constantly got something to say. Mention my children. Keeps mentioning my children, right? No, this ain't to do with the tattoos all over his face. We'll get to him eventually, right? There's different plans for that. But I'm saying this Vato fucking running his neck. It looks like a fat fucking chipmunk with meckles in his mouth, right? Has a terminal disease, right? And I felt bad because of that. See, I'm in a bad situation. If I clap back at him and say something, oh, you're just fucking with him because he's dying, right? But if I don't, then, oh, Gunner, you're weak. No, look, I'm going to do what I do. And I have a heart, even though people might think I don't, right? And so I never wanted to say nothing because, yeah, he is fucking, hey, I'm letting God deal with him. Like I said, he's dying over there lonely and fucked off, right? Bitter and lonely. And he jumps on the other day on a live looking like a dead raccoon, right? Just fucked up. Like a chipmunk, just he's struggling. And my first instinct was, damn, pobrecito. I felt bad for him. You don't want to kick a fucking man when he's down. You know, let him go down by himself, but damn. And his Vato starts running his neck, mentioning my children, and just can't stop. What is his issue, man? You know, I'm at a point now, you can't call him out. You can't fight this dude. You can't do none of that because he's terminally ill. He's Walter White. He went bad. He broke bad already, right? So you can't do none of that. But what goes through the mind states of these fucking weak-ass characters that want to involve people's children and their families constantly, right? What bad did I do to him? Would I be bad if I said when he dies I'm gonna fuck his old lady? Would I be bad if I said that? You know? Would that upset him? I'm sure it would, right? So I don't. But the fact that you just want to keep mentioning people's families and shit, you're sick. Most people that got a terminal illness, most people, not all, right? Some people, they J-cat out, they don't know how to take it. They're weak people. Weak people don't know how to handle the inevitable, you know what I mean? But I've seen young children, man, that are going through, that are diagnosed with cancer or whatever they're going through, man, and they're more intelligent and got more balls than this guy does, right? Usually, you put everything in place for your familia. You make sure your family's taken care of. You spend as much time as you can with your children and your lady, man. So that way, you know, they know that you just do everything you can to get to know your family as much. Even in the stages of your life when you're at the end there, you want to spend as much time as you can with them. That's what a real one does, right? Get all your affairs in order because you're not going to be able to provide for your familia. And it's not a position that you possibly put yourself in, but it's a position of what God puts you where they think that you need. But when you constantly give off bad energy and your whole fucking thing is not to spend time with your family, is to go on YouTube with a bunch of strange people that don't know you and talk shit about someone's family. And what does that make you, bro? You know? And then if anyone was to say anything bad about you, oh, you're picking on me because I'm sick. That don't give you a pass to talk shit. You still get your ass kicked, right? It just makes no sense. And then still your whole legacy is to try to be an active gang member before you die. That's what you want. Do you think they're going to put that on your gravestone? He died active? No one's going to do that. They don't give a fuck about you. What can you do for the cause? But run your fucking fat chipmunk cheeks and neck. It just doesn't make no sense. Look, everyone's going through issues and problems in life. Everyone's sick or everyone's got families to take care of. The shit don't stop. Doesn't matter. My whole instinct wasn't, damn, I'm sick, man. I can't talk shit about people. No, my whole thing was, damn, I'm sick, man. How am I going to pay my bills for my family to keep it pushing? Damn, if I'm not here, man, who's going to take my kids to school? Who's going to do this? I think about my family, man. You know, I don't think about running to the internet all fucking babas hanging in my mouth all sick. And my last words are going to be talking about a man that you don't want to see or that you've never seen in real life. When the whole thing is, when you used to get at me in real life and talk, there was never any of that energy. You was always cool, man. You hooked up with an upstater, man, and all of a sudden, you didn't know how to act. You were over there trying to be an active Norteño, chilling with the active upstater, bro. He turned out righteous because, yes, he's smart. He's educated. You know what I mean? He said, fuck this dude. This dude's a clown. This dude's so infatuated with Gunner and Dubs. I'm getting out of here, right? And bounced on you, left you on your lonesome, and you continued to be the fucking baboso, thinking you're cool. Thinking that if I talk shit about Gunner and Dubs, then maybe the Norteños will make me active again. Maybe I could buy my way back in. Get the fuck out of here, stupid. You are what you are. You're a dropout gang member, bro, that they don't even want you. Stop. You're sick. That's your lane right there, bro. That lane. Pay some attention to your family before other people do. And that's unfortunate, man. Stop paying attention to mines, weakling. You know, you don't need that in your life, bro. Believe me, I can still breathe today. You know? Believe that. Anyways, I'll just get greater later. But it's unfortunate that people don't pay attention to themselves and even myself, right? Doubling back to myself, I need to start paying more attention to my health as well. And I will. I actually will, man. I'm strong-minded. You know, and it wasn't a fact that, I just don't want to take care of myself. It's just a fact that you get, like I said, comfortable. Man, a couple burritos ain't going to hurt. You know what I mean? A fucking beer ain't going to hurt. And then I end up where I'm like, I can't breathe. I'm struggling. Guard, man, down, man. I was fucked up. I was doing pretty bad. Hey, I ain't going to lie. There's motherfuckers out there that's, kill him, God, it's his turn, right? It's not. It's really not, right? I really got a whole lot more for you, a lot of content. In fact, the other one that I'm going to drop today on this channel is going to be a little controversial. There's going to be a lot of people that get mad at me about it. I don't give a fuck at this point, right? It's not that I'll give you a clue. It's not that I've come to, what is it? I'm comfortable with it, or it's not that, what's the clue I was going to give you guys? I can't think straight right now. It's not that I've accepted my fate, right? I'll say that. But I'll say this also, I just think certain things need to be said, man. Need to be put out there, and I'm going to do that, right? But again, man, take care of yourself if you're out there. Here's a message, a PSA. Psst, take care of yourself, right? Don't let anyone else dictate your program and tell you how to do it. You should want to do it. And you should want to live for your family, if not only for yourself, you know, and think about what your legacy is going to be. You know, as you get older, you start to think about your legacy. And when I mean legacy, not in gang banging or anything like that, like what have you done? What have you done in life that you're proud of, that your children and your family can be proud of, to say at least one thing like, man, he was a hard worker, or man, he provided for his kids, or man, you know, they've also had a good spirit or a good soul, or what are you going to leave behind that's positive rather than, damn, that dude was a dope fiend or a tecato or fucking, he was an accident. He shouldn't even been here, right? Or all he did with his life is throw it away and want to gangbang and act tough. You know, them things right there, you don't want your kids later on to grow up in life, or you gone with them thinking, damn, my dad wasn't shit. He really wasn't shit. He was too full of himself and thought only about himself rather than us, right? You don't want that. You want your children to be proud of you, like, hey, my dad might have been a gang member, or my dad might have had a lot of tattoos, or my dad might have been this, but you know what? My dad never hesitated when I needed him. My dad always separated that from us. You know, you just want them that positive energy. It's better, right? Or am I stupid? I don't know. Anyways, with that being said, I'm just saying, yeah, yesterday was almost my demise. I came very close. And even the doctor, when he hit me with he had to immediately hit me with a fucking needle inside my throat, right? That shit hurt like a motherfucker. And, but ultimately that shit went down quick and I could breathe, right? And little by little, you still hear my voice a little fucked up, but I'm getting right. And they gave me antibiotics. I'm gonna do my thing, right? And it's all a thing of not taking care of myself. You know, when you don't really take care of yourself and you're not as healthy, then every disease, your body's the gateway to every disease, and you can just get sick. You get sicker quicker, right? We'll just say that, the swifter, quicker picker-upper. And that's what it is. So I'm going to get back to getting to myself. And for these other chumps, man, that are talking shit, you know, go ahead and talk your shit, man. I'm allowing you to. Go ahead. Go ahead, son. You're allowed to. You know, if you want me to be your daddy figure, go ahead, man. I'm telling you, you can do it. You can do it. Put your fucking backsides into it like Wes Watson. But here's the thing. You know, what's going to be your legacy, stupid? You're going to be on YouTube, the bitter man that talks shit about people that didn't even care about him, right? It's crazy. Anyways, man, with that being said, I'm going to continue to do what I do. I implore the people out there, man, stay safe, stay fucking humbled, stay aware, and, you know, don't go man down, because the shit sucks, you know. It sucks. I was sitting there, real talk, man, I was in that motherfucking hospital alone. Right? I didn't want to call my family and get them all involved, and call my peoples and get them all involved, and homies and homegirl. Like, it's, you know, it's crazy, because when you die, when you're going through motions, you're alone most of the time in this life. It's all about the bridges that you've made and the friendships that you made. I could have had a whole bunch of people in there, but for what? I do this shit alone. It's just in me, right? I've been in prison alone. I did the crime alone. I'm going to do the time alone, and I'm going to die alone, man. That's facts. You know, you no need to get everyone involved in your bullshit, man. You made your bed, you lay in that motherfucker, straight up. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I honestly and truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people, man. I know we could go out there and get healthy, but we got to put in the work. We got to stop being lazy, especially me. And I'm speaking, when I say we, I mean me, right? Got to stop being lazy, get up on it, man, and handle my business. Anyways, I appreciate all the support that I'm getting on this channel. Like I said, man, I've put the necessary things into this channel so that if I'm gone, the shit just going to keep on going. I got motherfuckers that's going to take over. So that's never going to stop, right? It's not going to be as good without the gun, because there's only one me. But Gunnerz Collective TV is never gonna fail. That's a fact, right? The gun. Bang, bang.